Everybody, this is Jonathan from blogwithjon.com. It's a tad overcast today, but that's okay because it is still an awesome day. I'm headed back from Starbucks. I've got my daily chai tea, and this is an absolute wonderful message. I've got it before, but I absolutely love it. No experience is ever wasted. Everything has meaning. Very true, very true, very true. So what I want to talk to you this morning about is something, if you're in some kind of business, or if you've ever done any kind of personal growth or development or anything like that, they always talk about what is your why. And I want to kind of spin that a little bit differently and say, why do you do what you do? Which is kind of similar, but there's a slight difference in it. And I'll hopefully explain it to you and you'll understand. So if you go into some kind of business or some kind of personal growth or self-help journey or something to that nature, there's always a question of, your sponsor, your trainer, whoever it is, always comes up, what is your why? What is your why? Why do you do what you do? And I think that's awesome because that gets you motivated, that gets you, to the point of really thinking about what you're going to do and your driving motivation behind it. In reality, in most cases, it's just a gimmick to get you motivated and stay motivated. There's no real deep-rooted, seated meaning behind it unless you do something yourself or you're working with a really good, solid group of people. So, not to say anything bad, but most times it's just used to keep you motivated and keep you on track to do what you do, which is not a bad thing either. But what I want to talk to you today is, why do you do what you do? So for a lot of people in corporate America, you could ask them this reason: why do you do what you do? Why do you get up every day, go to a job, and do it 5 times a week, and repeat it for eternity till you die? And unfortunately, the majority of the people will say for money. And while money is not a bad thing, the reality of that question is they're doing it because they have to, not because they want to. And there's a huge difference here. They're doing this because they have to do it, not because they want to do it. And that is the problem here. So if you would ask someone who owns their own business or does their own thing, ask them why they do what they do, their answer may be for money, but for a much different, deeper meaning. For myself, I got involved in the home business market a while ago, and I will be honest with you 100%. I got into it because I was attracted by the allure of the financial money, the financial freedom, and all this stuff that was thrown at me. It's like, hey, click here, make $1 million. Hey, buy this, you'll be rich tomorrow. Do this, buy this software, sit back and do nothing and you'll become a millionaire. All these things that they throw out there at you. And while I understand the marketing method behind it, they're really hitting on people's emotions, because a lot of times when people turn to those opportunities, they're in a tough situation, they're in a bind, and they need some way out. And so I get that. And I was one of those people myself. I was like, I was working in corporate America. I was working a lot of hours. I wanted a better way, a better quality of life. My lifestyle from a financial standpoint was okay, but I wanted a better quality of life, which had nothing to do with the money that I was making, because I was making good money. So I was a corporate slave. I got into the home marketing business, and then, things started to change for me. I really understood that when I started my journey into this home-based business opportunity, I did it for the money. 100% guaranteed, won't lie to you, I did it for the money. I wanted to make money. I wanted a different way of life. And as I have evolved and come into my own, kind of consciousness about what I want to do and who I want to become, I have completely changed the reason why I do what I do. I actually do what I do now, not for the money, but because I love to help people, and I want to help people change their lives and become better, and get out of whatever kind of corporate slavery bonds that they may have, or just improve their life, just have a better quality of life. Don't take me wrong, the money that follows up is awesome, but that is not my driving factor. I do things now with no expectations. I do things now with with the knowledge that what I'm going to do and help people with will help them someday down the road. And I may never benefit financially from that, and I'm 100% okay with that. And when I made that mind shift, when I understood that that I could help people and not expect anything in return, or not even get anything in return, and be okay with it, my life completely changed. It really became about helping people and not about myself. And you know, there's that famous quote from Zig Ziglar about, you know, if you do enough things to help other people, you'll get the things that you want. Something similar to that. And that's true. That is absolutely 100% true. If you help enough people, eventually the things that you want will come your way. So that is, I hope you understand the reason for what is the difference between your why and why you do what you do. And if you do, please like this, share this, retweet, whatever it is that you do on social media, because I think it is a very powerful message. And once you understand that difference, and you're not one of these, you know, mindless drones that are, you know, getting up 5 days a week, stuck in the traffic, going to a job they don't like, just to go home and do it all over again. I'm not saying everybody doesn't like their job, and that's everybody, but a lot of the people are those people. And once you understand that there's a better way and a better life out there, and you can do things differently, you know, your whole mindset will change. And then once you figure that out, and you figure that helping people is actually the real key to living a successful, happy life, your life will completely change. I mean, 100%. You won't even imagine what your life can be like. So I hope you got some value from this, and hope you really understand that you can do whatever you want to do and be whoever you want to be, and all you have to do is find out why you do what you do. And that is a very fundamental question that you must ask yourself, and once you figure it out, your life will change, my friends. So I hope you got some value from this. Like I said, if you did, please like it, share, retweet, or whatever it is that you do on social media. Remember, my friends, this is Jonathan from blogwithjon.com, and to be strong and always blog with passion.